Hi, my name is Craig Rosasco, and I'm a workers' compensation and disability attorney practicing here in the state of New York. Today we're going to talk about what is a workers' compensation case. A workers' compensation claim is a claim filed by an employee against their employer for injuries received while they're in the course of their employment. Typical cases that we hear as attorneys are when someone's injured lifting something at work, or in another situation maybe where they're involved in a work-related motor vehicle accident, or a slip and fall with all the ice and the elements this winter here in New York. There's been a lot of new injuries going on. New York State workers' compensation is a no-fault system. What does that mean? No fault means that regardless of who's at fault in causing the accident, the workers' compensation carrier for your employer will be responsible for those medical bills. So it doesn't matter if you were the cause of the accident, or your employer was the cause of the accident, or an outside third party was the cause of an accident. Regardless of whose fault it is, your employer's workers' compensation carrier will pay for those bills. Now, your employer is responsible for providing workers' compensation coverage for all employees. Employees are not charged for the premium as part of that policy. The employer provides the coverage, and if you suffer the injury, you're provided for underneath your employer's comp carrier. Each compensation case has two parts. Let's take the easy part first. You've got the medical portion of your claim. If you suffer an injury on the job, you're going to be covered medically for only those injuries directly sustained in the accident itself. You will be protected medically for the rest of your life for those injuries, and should you ever need medical treatment in the future, you are entitled to get medical care as a result of that specific injury. The second part of your workers' compensation case is the monetary portion. Typically, if you suffer an injury on the job and you're unable to return to work, you will be entitled to 2/3 of your pre-tax earnings on average from the 1 year prior to your date of accident. If you don't return to work, you will be entitled to that monetary portion as long as you continue to see a medical doctor and the medical doctor provides you with medical evidence documenting that you're unable to return to work. If you return to work at the same earnings as prior to the accident, you're technically not entitled to any additional monetary benefits because you don't have any additional lost claim for earnings. Last but not least, you may return to work at less than you were before. Typical example, person making $500 a week returns to work part-time because of a back injury and is only working light duty. That person now earns $200 a week. You've got a reduction in your earnings of $300 per week. You'd be entitled to 2/3 of that $300 or an additional $200 underneath the workers' compensation system. Now, these are all very complex issues, and they're best handled by a workers' compensation attorney. I am a workers' compensation attorney. I'm practicing here in the state of New York. If you need assistance filing your claim, I strongly recommend that you call me at 1-877-NYDB-LAW. Thank you.